So what else can you do? Well, you can work on the design here. I have here given you this design, but of course you don't have to stick to this design. You can kind of tweak this design, or even apply your own design to this page, to the chatbot application page. For example, here we have this input, this user input, and it only takes here the user input. It only takes 80% of the screen. You can change this if you wish instead of 80%. And also we have the here the chat box also takes 40%. You can change this. Let me show you an example. So you can, for example, increase this chatbot from 40% to 80%. Let me show you that. Here 80%. And also here the text input, you can increase the width here, width to be, let's say, 60%. Let me save and let me refresh and show you the difference. So now in the browser, as you can see, the width is different, and the chatbot width takes almost the complete screen width. So it's not, before it was only, it took only kind of the middle of the screen, only 33% of the screen, but now it takes a much larger area. And of course you can change the design of this box, of this input. So this input, this text input, you can, for example, here say the padding, you can increase the padding to be 10px. Let me save and show you what's going to happen. Now if you refresh, you'll find that the box now is much bigger. You can even increase it to 20px, and let me refresh and show you what's going to happen. As you can see, it's much larger and looks even better. And you can also change the text here, to be, let's say, color. I'm going to change the color to be here blue, and let me refresh and show you what's going to happen. So the color obviously is now blue, so it looks awesome. And as I told you, there is no rule here. You can play around with the design in order to get your own design. And if you don't want this box, you can do something awesome here. If you don't want that that box, you can here say border. I'm gonna say here border, and then there is no border. I'm gonna say border. Of course, at the beginning here, I'm gonna say border, and then I'm gonna say white, and I'm gonna say 3. It doesn't matter, 3px. Let me say 3px white, and I'm gonna say also solid. To kind of, this is kind of going to remove this box. So now if you refresh, guess what? Now we don't have a box. We only have a line here where you can type, and if the user clicks outside the box, it's gonna be it's just going to disappear. But if you type, it's gonna appear here. So it's kind of a different design that you can apply to your page here. So it's awesome. You can play around with this. There's no rule here, and you can change this solid to be dot or dotted actually. Now if you save and refresh, guess what? You are gonna have here a dotted line instead of a line. So it's awesome. It's just awesome. And of course the color of this that comes from the chatbot can be different. So you don't have to display the color in you don't have to display the text in blue. You can here say let's say yellow, just for the sake of showing you that you can change the color. Now if you refresh, this must be yellow, as you can see. Of course it doesn't look good, but I'm just here showing you that you can change this color. Let's say I think green is gonna look awesome. Green, and let me refresh, and as you can see, it looks awesome. And also for the button here, let me change the button here. Button input, you can increase the padding. Let me say 10 px, and I'm gonna add also a border 3 px, and then let me say red, solid red. Now if you save and refresh, as you can see, we have here an awesome design. Also the background, if you wish to change the background can be, let's say here, background color, and you can change the background color to any color you wish. I'm gonna say here, let's try the green as well, green, but the red, the border red is gonna look weird. Let me change this to another color, green, but another degree of this green color. Let me say here 3, which is a degree of the black. And of course you can change this to a degree of the green color. So for example, if you click here, you can change this to, for example, this color, or this one. And the color of the text itself can be white. Let me save and refresh, and as you can see now, it looks awesome, much better. Also the edges, you can change the edges here to have some kind of a radius, some kind of a just a circular shape instead of this rectangular shape. So here I'm gonna say border radius, and I'm gonna say 10 px, and then let me refresh, and as you can see, it looks much better. And even this chatbot app here, you can change this to another color. I think the green looks amazing, so you can change this H1 to the green color, green, and now it's gonna look awesome. As you can see, our page now is very consistent, and it looks just awesome. So let me now try to send a message. I'm gonna say here hi, and then send, and as you can see, the message will be displayed on the right, and the message that's gonna come from the chatbot is going to be displayed on the left side. So our app now, our chatbot application looks amazing, and the design is awesome.